Hi everyone, this is Mel and I am back again for my second podcast. So today, my second podcast is about your higher purpose. This I am hoping to go for around half an hour, but we will see how it goes. This is just a podcast and we're just going to go with the flow. Okay, so thank you for being here again. If this is your second time here, if this is the second podcast you are listening to of mine, thank you so much for being here. It really means so much to me having you support me and support Double Pisces Tarot and this channel, my YouTube channel. Obviously, you have come from there or you've come from my Instagram, but thank you so much wherever you have come from. It means so much having you here, but obviously you are here for a reason. Okay, so let's get into it. I did Google the higher purpose meaning so people know what higher purpose is. A higher purpose is a meaningful reason to live, work, or contribute to the greater good. It's more than just pursuing a goal or dream. It's about going beyond your own needs for the sake of others. Something you are called to do in this lifetime. Okay, your higher purpose. I feel like with your higher purpose, eventually you do get there. You know, this is something that I feel takes time to find. It can also be something to do with your talents, you know. Maybe your higher purpose is to be a professional soccer player. You know, maybe you're born with these talents, but this is still your higher purpose, you know, and eventually once you age and you get older, you end up retiring, you could turn into a coach. That could be your higher purpose, teaching children, you know, giving others information that they need to help build others. And I feel like that is part of higher purpose. You know, it says here on the Google little paragraph I found, it's about going beyond your own needs for the sake of others. Okay, so something that is going to help other people, okay, is a higher purpose. So some ways to find that higher purpose of yours. Identify your passions, what drives you, what you enjoy to do creatively, how you express yourself, a pastime. So identify your passions, maybe write them down, write down things you enjoy doing. Actually looking at a list, looking at something you have written down is like some type of, like, it gives your brain some type of solid information for something to keep and for something to stick in the mind, I feel anyway. Recognize your strengths. So consider your talents and what you're good at. Sorry, I can't even speak. Consider your talents and what you're good at. So you could have been born with a natural talent, such as being able to draw amazing, or, you know, you could be an awesome boxer, like you got a good punch, or, like, you know what I mean, like Mike Tyson. He's got the power, you know, it's like natural talent to him. So I feel like, look at those, consider those talents. Maybe that is part of a higher purpose that you need to do, okay? What have you gone through your whole lifetime enjoying, things that you enjoy doing? So we've also got here volunteering. So before, when I was doing the podcast, I was thinking about things you enjoy doing, like if you enjoy doing soccer, I'm doing soccer as a really good example here. And you can't afford to do something or play, or, you can volunteering, helping out, helping people in need, by canteen, coaching, volunteering, being like umpires, stuff like that. Volunteering in a service that you enjoy could help also push you towards that higher purpose that you are looking for in your life. So the next note here I have is practice integrity. So your own intentions. Practice integrity. So integrity, Googling integrity is honesty. So practice honesty. Own your intentions. I feel with owning your intentions, write them down, make a vision board, something to keep you focused on a vision. Okay, so I feel like I write things down a lot. My notes app in my phone is just years of notes that I write down, grocery lists, everything. Sometimes I have to go through them and delete, old grocery lists. And it's good to actually go back and see the notes, that you've written. So even making a vision board, doing that is something I still need to do. It's something I want to do. I should do that. I feel like it's going to help push me into my higher purpose. If this is not my higher purpose, I'm always open to whatever divine's plan is for me. Okay, I'm just going with the flow of life. Okay. I feel also living with integrity makes you feel free. Okay. I feel if you hold things in and you don't say them, this is an example for me. If I hold things in and I don't say them, there's this tension that builds up inside of me. I feel stressed out. It's something I constantly think about. I think about what the answer will be when all I have to do is just say it, and then I will find out the answer, and then I can move on. Okay, it's like a release. It's a release. Okay. Memento mori, you will die. That's another thing I sort of live by also with practicing integrity, that you will die. So why not say what needs to be said now instead of it being left unsaid forever? Okay, practice spiritual wellness. Consider meditation, prayer, and personal reflection. Okay, meditation is a hard one. I know for me, when I first started going through my spiritual journey, I was a bit it was hard to start meditation. I was like, where do I even start doing this? So your phone, that's the first thing, everybody Google whatever information you were drawn to is the way you're supposed to be going with meditation, with shadow work, whatever you're getting drawn to is what you need to be working on. Okay, so I feel my recommendation, I love the Chopra app. I don't know, it's probably on Android. It's a really big app. So I'm guessing it's probably on Android, but it is on Apple. I do have Apple. So Chopra, it's like $100 and something a year, but it is worth every dollar. That's $100 and something Australian a year. So it's worth the money. Okay, there's so many different meditations on there. You can choose whatever you want. You can choose long ones, you can choose short ones, you can choose quick ones, ones to change your mood. They also have a quiz on there to guide you in the right way of meditations that you could focus on for, work, career, relaxation, love, abundance. There's so many different types of meditations on there, and I love that, if you don't know where to start, guided meditation is the way to go. Okay, because they tell you what to do exactly in the whole meditation, which I love. And it introduced you to a lot of things you're learning at the same time. I love it. I really do. So I recommend Chopra app. I don't have any other guided meditation apps or meditation apps that I can recommend, because that's the only one I do use. But as I said, Google it, check out the apps on your app store. Whatever you feel drawn to is what you're supposed to be going towards. Okay, prayer. Prayer is good, knowing you always have someone watching and guiding you. Prayer to the angels, to your family, to divine. It's always good, and hearing it actually come out of your mouth is always good too. Always knowing that someone is always there watching you and stepping with you on this journey, when sometimes you don't have anybody walking along with you on the journey that you are doing at the moment. My experience with prayer, I don't actually pray too much at the moment. I do actually, when I think about it, I do pray. Okay, 444, I'm grateful. Anytime I see an angel number, I tell my Father I love him. I'm grateful for everything in my life. So that is part of a prayer, I used to pray a lot when I was a child, when my father passed away. So I wasn't really a child. I would have been around 16 years old. So yeah, I would have been around 16 years old. And yeah, I used to pray every night to my Father. But it's like part of a release. It's a part of a closure. Sorry, my microphone turned off halfway through. So hopefully the podcast is going to work out. Okay, this is the second time I'm trying to record it. So things aren't working out for me, but sending or getting the message through to you guys is the most important thing out of it all. Okay, so as I was saying, prayer, I used to pray a lot when I was a child, pray to my Father every night, and, it helped me, I feel, get through losing my father at such a young age. I wasn't really that young, but, losing my father when I was 16 years old, I'm still a child, or still a teenager, but yeah, I feel like it was part of a closure thing, and it helped me. So prayer does help, and I recommend it. Journal as much as you can, as much as you feel you should. If you want to journal every day, you should do it. If you journal every day and then you don't journal for 6 months, do that too. But when you do get that journal out and you do get to the page that you're ready to write, you do go through the book and you do reflect on things that you have been through. I don't always get my journal out. I don't get my journal out every day, but it is good to get it out every so often. And it gives you a visual of what is actually going on in your life, what is positive, what is negative, what you should be focused on, what you're thinking about being focused on, things that are in your mind that you sort of put to the back, but then you put it on a piece of paper and it's right there in front of your face. It's like not hidden anymore. Do you know what I mean? I feel like it's part of that higher purpose is journaling. That's part of my notes that I've actually writ here, that, it's a vision in front of you, showing you problems and solutions. So personal reflection, shadow work, trauma. What can I fix about myself? What I don't like about me? Okay, so doing the work on yourself, maybe writing down some notes about that, journaling about that. Also, what you don't like, what you don't like about yourself, and what, affects who you are fully. You know what I mean? So what you think affects you from moving forwards a lot more. So an example, I haven't even really thought of an example. I can actually now think of an example of myself. Shadow work, maybe anger. I get very angry very easily. I need to cool it a lot more. I am in the process of trying to work on that situation in my life, that shadow work that I need to work on. It's part of a trauma that was in my life, obviously needing to protect myself. Okay, so shadow work can also bring you to your higher purpose. Balancing life with all elements helps with reflection, fitness, grounding, etc. So yes, I also feel balancing your life out, like getting out there, exercising, getting some fresh air, grounding yourself, focusing on creativity, focusing on work, making sure everything's balanced, focusing on family, relationships, emotions, making sure you're giving time to everything and not overindulging in one of the cases, because we're only here right now. Okay, so we've got to be doing what we need to do that's going to be making us happier. And if we overindulge in one of these things, the balancing of the scales is not, even. So example, like if you just work your butt off constantly, constantly working all the time, you don't have time to do anything else. So, there's an overindulge in that, and you're going to be stressed. You could injure yourself, etc. like that. So balancing life, exercising, having relaxation, grounding, family time, and all of that does help you balance your life out and also be healthy. Okay, so I was going to talk about now how I reached my purpose that I have at the moment, which I class as, my higher purpose is to help people reach their highest potential, their higher purpose. This is what I'm supposed to be doing, and I did not think I was going to be doing this. Okay. Everything happens for a reason in life. So I've just been who I have been. I've been a mother, I'm a wife, I work full time, but 2020 came, okay? 2020, COVID, and we got locked up. And we couldn't go anywhere. So 2020 is like a time of reflection for everybody in the world. Especially when we got locked up and we couldn't go out of our houses really unless we went out for groceries or certain medical needs or something like that. So it was a reflection on self, and I feel like that's what started the journey. Also, being locked in, meeting new people online. I met new people online. People that I feel sparked the higher purpose in me, like sparked a new flame, a flame that was hidden, that needed to come out. Okay. And I don't feel like, even though, we can be like, I'm so proud that, I'm grateful this person came in and sparked this flame in me. It wasn't all peachy keen, rainbows and lollipops. It was pretty much a lot of shadow work to do, okay, over the years with this person that sparked that flame in me. Okay, and maybe this is what happened to them when I sparked the flame, maybe in them. I'm not sure. But I feel like in me, it's like that. So, yes, I met these new people, or a new person, that sparked a flame, that sparked this flame in me. And I started like exploring spirituality. I started exploring myself, feminine energy, because I am a woman, I am a mother. Exploring who I am, like Googling, checking things out, reading, studying, and I wanted to be a lot happier with life. And I'm like, you know what, I didn't really do too much with life. I was a mum and I work full time, so I like to enjoy myself. I mostly really enjoyed watching like Keeping Up with the Kardashians and all of those TV shows, that reality TV that like gets you like hooked in there. Like I enjoyed chaos drama. I enjoyed watching all those like girl fights on TV and stuff. And like these days, I don't even watch any of that stuff. I don't watch any of those shows. I don't even barely watch TV. And when I do, it's a movie, or I'm watching like YouTube, Reiki sessions, tarot readings, like sort of psychologists or therapists on YouTube or something like that. So something informative. But yeah, anyways, I wanted to spark some passion in my life again. So I was like, I'm going to start just doing some art. There was a lady that I was following and she was doing this collage art. And I'm like, yeah, that looks beautiful. That looks absolutely amazing. And I'm like, I could do it. I'm going to do it. It doesn't look easy, but I'm going to try it. So I started doing that, and I was doing that for a while, and I really enjoyed it. So I started making a business out of it, trying to make a business. So things were growing inside of me. Things were building. I wanted more, and like there was this fire burning in me of wanting more and showing off who I am and expressing who I was. And I decided to make a business. So I was doing a business and working on that. Things, you learn lessons, things don't go that well, but I feel like everything is a lesson. I love collage art still. I do different type of collage art now. So, things sort of evolved from that. I was doing collage art on canvas, which I love doing. I still love doing it. It's very original. But I also, at the moment, I do like digital collage. So it's quicker, very expressive. It's relaxing. And, I love it. And I can pull out a piece really quickly. Also being a Pisces, I feel like I need to like just do things quickly. So it's like a quick art and there's a quick result, and I love that, and it keeps me wanting to do more. So yeah, anyways, that didn't pan out as well as I thought. I started painting more on canvas too, so my art evolved to painting more on canvas. I used to draw a lot when I was younger, but painting on canvas was a completely different thing for me. So I was doing that. I started selling art, doing that, which I loved, Indigenous art, which I still do. So things like evolved for me. In the meantime, though, tarot was always on my mind. Tarot has always been there before all of this stuff. Okay, so tarot was just something I'd done for myself. It was like a personal thing that I enjoyed. I was learning about myself. I was growing. I was finding out about who I am, my signs, my zodiac signs, understanding those, and realizing that I am a special person. I felt most of my life I wasn't special at all. I never got treated fairly. I always tried to be a great person. Life wasn't easy for me when I was a kid. I may have been a good-looking girl when I was a kid, and I may have been good at athletics when I was younger, but, my home life wasn't the best, and that's where it all affects you. People don't see that. The people that you go to school with and all that stuff, they don't see that on the outside. They think you're just this popular, beautiful girl, but really, like, you got lots more stuff going on that people do not know about. Okay, and I sort of like went off track there, but anyways, I don't even know where I'm going. Yeah, I eventually will go back to talking about me doing my Indigenous art. Anyways, doing my Indigenous art, I stopped doing Indigenous art. I stopped selling it because I thought it was just too much. I wanted to start doing tarot, and I was watching a lady on YouTube, Familiar Witch, which I love so much, and I wanted to start doing tarot like her, so I started doing my YouTube channel and doing that. I wanted to focus more on one thing, so I stopped selling art because I wanted to focus on what I feel was my purpose, not what everyone else was telling me what my purpose was, because a lot of people out there do not agree or do not it's not that they don't agree, they don't understand it, they don't believe in it, like tarot, spirituality, all that stuff. People don't believe that I can get anywhere being a tarot reader. Okay, so people more push me to do art. You should do art. But I don't feel like that was my calling, okay? My calling is feeling like I am someone that is there to help people. I feel like most of my life, a lot of people ask for advice or listen to me or want me to talk to them. So I feel like, me helping people is what my higher purpose is. And I'm going to do what I want to do. And that's what you should be doing also. You should be going with what you want to do, not what others want you to do, okay? And me doing what I have wanted to do has got me to where I am today. I am loving what I'm doing on YouTube. I am now doing personal readings. I have my own website. I am loving helping people. I love being the most beautiful person and kind person that I am to all these people in the world. And I get to show people how amazing I am. And people think that. And, I'm not there to take the praise. I am there to help people. That is what my higher purpose is. And I do that daily on YouTube. You know, I want everybody to have the best life, okay? And now I've talked about it, it is my higher purpose, okay? This is what is for me. And this is bringing me to my podcast. This is bringing me to do everything else that I've done off my tarot, my blogs, my cards, all of that stuff. You know, I'm still expanding. So I hope my little spiel that I had just then about my experiences are going to help you move you into your higher purpose. I feel like it will. I feel like it's a journey. It takes time. That was 2020. It is November 2024. So, you know, November 2024, it's been 4 years since it's all been moving quickly, okay? And there's plenty more to come, and I'm very, very excited, and I'm just going with the flow of life, and who knows what I'll be doing in 10 years' time. Will I be doing the same thing? Who knows? I am just doing I feel my purpose in life, okay? Everything I do, I'm learning about myself as I move forwards. Also, I am growing boundaries. I am challenging myself. I am meeting the most amazing people in my life. And I'm leaving things that aren't meant for me. So we'll go to the conclusion now. Thank you so much for staying so long. Searching for your higher purpose is good for self-development, helping you find yourself and make you improve and be a better person. And that's what I feel. I feel when you search for that higher purpose, it's part of growing. Okay, so I hope this has helped you look for your higher purpose. I hope this has helped you want to be a happier person, live with integrity more, someone that wants to enjoy themselves more, enjoy their passions more, journal more, have visions. But this is your life, so you can do whatever you want. I'm just here to give you some type of advice to help you move forwards positively, because that's all I want to do. So I'm going to leave it there, everybody. Thank you so much for waiting so long and listening for so long. Waiting so long. My second podcast, I feel, went pretty good. I don't know what my next podcast will be about. If you want to message or comment on what you think my next podcast should be about, that would be fantastic. I will start thinking of ideas. I want to give really meaningful podcasts, give my kind of point of view, my experiences also with these podcasts. So you can see a human experience of it, and it gives you a helpful direction and a helpful way of moving forwards. But as I said, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for listening. I wish you all the best in everything that you strive to do in the future. When you look for that higher purpose, when you find that higher purpose, I wish you all the best in every single adventure that you do in your life. Okay, in this lifetime and the next. But I love you so much. Thank you. And I will talk to you all again soon. Bye.